What's up, guys? It's Callum here, and today I'm basically going to be revealing to you why you struggle to get clients from a scientific perspective. So, as you will know, or as some of you may know, I'm an economics student in London here, and I really just want to show you the economics behind social media marketing, because it's kind of interesting just to see, like, okay, this is what's happening in the market for social media marketers, and this is why I may be failing, or this is why prices are getting cut. So, I'm basically going to be showing you why perhaps a client may move from you to someone else and how you can kind of prevent that, right? So it's going to be a very interesting video because no one's really covered this. I did an article about 3 months ago or 2 months ago on this, and I mean, I had a few people after, some big influencers actually pretty much just copy and paste this article into their blog or into their YouTube as well. So I just kind of want to show you like the real meaning of it because a lot of them got it wrong and they don't really understand economics. So hopefully this helps you quite a bit. And yeah, let's get right into the video. So I just want to show you the basic diagram of like what this market is all about, right? So right here in this market, we have the market for in this diagram. So we have the market for social media marketers, right? Essentially, this is the supply, and this shows the demand, right? So this curve here or this line here, it's all of you guys, right? So this is everyone in the market right now supplying social media marketing products. So people who are providing advertising services, people who are providing digital marketing, all that kind of good stuff, right? Click funnels, they all come under this diagram here, right? This line. And this D right here, this basically shows the demand curve, right? And it's downward sloping because basically at a high price, less people demand it, right? So if you're charging like 100 grand per month, then very few people are going to want to pay for your service, right? However, if you charge like 500 a month, then a lot more people would want to, right? And this point here is called the equilibrium, right? And that basically shows the price at which um the demand and the supply meet, basically. So the price at which you're willing to supply your services at. So this could be you're willing to work at $500 per month, for example, and the client is willing to pay a $500 per month, right? Whereas if you provide a price of 1,000 a month, then some may be willing to, but not all the clients, right? And basically this point here signifies the place where every client and every marketer has clients, right? It's quite hard to explain, but that's sort of what I mean by this. It's quite interesting to go look it up if you want to go and check that out, right? Um, and then along these kind of points here, we have the quantity, no, the price, sorry. So this is the price, and this is the quantity, right? And the quantity basically shows the quantity demanded of social media marketers, right, or social media marketing services, right? And this is the price. So let me just show you the equilibrium point. So this kind of, God, I'm terrible at drawing, but hopefully you kind of get the idea. So we have this equilibrium point here, right? Now, basically, what happens in this market is as more social media marketing courses come along and as more gurus come out trying to tell everyone that social media marketing is easy, people are going to pay you $5,000 per month just for posting on their behalf, right? More people are going to be like, I can make a lot of money doing this, right? And they're going to jump ahead and jump into this market. So basically, what happens is the supply curve shifts to the right. So we move from this curve here down here. S, right? We'll call that S1. So it moves from here to here. And what you can actually see happen is we're supplying more quantity. So there's more options available in the market, right? There's more people supplying social media marketing services and products, right? And this increased supply basically pushes the price down, right? So let's say like 2 years ago, $1,000 per month was kind of the price everyone could get for providing social media marketing services, right? Nowadays, with with sites like Upwork and people in like third world countries willing to do this cheaper, what happens is it pushes this price down from 1,000 to let's say 500, right? However, in the meantime, there has been increased demand for social media marketing services, right? So more businesses are wanting these services, right, and needing them. So they're realizing the importance of social media, and this in turn shifts the demand, right? So it could move to here. So that's D. This is D1, right? Just pretend that's a D, right? Now, what basically happens here is the new market equilibrium forms at this point here, right? So let me just try and draw that up, right? And as you can see, even with the increased demand for social media marketing, because there's such a high amount of sellers, and what we can literally see this in the market right now, the price only moves to here, right? So instead of 1,000, maybe 550 is the new equilibrium, right? So 550. And this is going to continue to happen, right? Like the more courses that come out and the more people, like there's literally like 15, 14, like 16-year-olds who are saying they're social media marketing experts, right? Because they can post on Facebook. And this is pushing the price right down, right? Um, and essentially, anyone that's a generalist, anyone that's providing very general services. So, if you're just cold calling businesses from Google and expecting them to pay you like $1,000 per month just for this, then you're pretty crazy because someone's gonna come along and they're gonna undercut you, right? And then your business is all gone. Which is quite stupid to say, right? I've now got this client, I'm gonna drop out now, even though you don't have a niche and you're still one of those cold calling generalist people, right? You're basically just going to get undercut and then you're going to lose all your business, right? And this is how a lot of people are failing right now, and you can literally see this. Um, so it is very interesting to look at, right? Um, so that's basically like the individual, I mean, the market as a whole, right, for social media marketing services. Now, let me kind of show you how you can differentiate yourself, right, and what you can actually do. Now, this may be a little, this may be a little bit complex, to be honest, but yeah, I'm just gonna try and show you sort of. I mean, there are ways to dumb it down, so let me try and do that for you. Basically, as we can see here, we have another supply curve and another demand curve, and I have purposely drew this supply curve. Oh shit, I messed up. Let me just go back quickly. So this is the supply, and this is the demand. So as you can see, I've purposely drew the supply curve like very vertical, not completely vertical, but a lot more vertical than here, and that basically shows an inelastic supply, right? Now, basically, what an inelastic supply is it's where you have some sort of differentiation in your service, right? So let's say this supply and all these social media marketers have niches, right? So these are the people who focus purely on gyms. They focus purely on like martial arts schools or restaurants, whatever, right? These are people that just cold call everyone from a phone book, and expect to get clients in every single area. These are the people that specialize and become niche authorities, as I like to call it, right? And then we still have the same demand curve, right? So basically what happens in this market is the supply shifts the exact same as this one, right? So S to S1. And demand also shifts because people need more services, right? D to D1. And this is the initial. And this is the quantity. So price, quantity. And that's S1. As we can see here, service prices increase, right? So let's say this is 1,000. Maybe this is like 1,200, right? All because you specialized. Now, without getting too complicated, if there are any actual economists watching this video, obviously this is indeterminate. It very much depends upon the elasticity and the relative shift, comparing both markets to each other. So if one of them happened to shift a bit more, then obviously price would fall. So if this shifted down here, then it would be slightly lower. However, it's significantly less impact on this market than on this market, right? All because you specialized. Now, this is literally the science behind why you should specialize and why you should actually get a niche, right? Because if you don't start doing this, like, you're not gonna last very long, to be honest. And literally just by picking a niche and differentiating yourself in that way, you literally are able to increase your prices, right? And test that out, right? As opposed to just trying to target everyone and just saying like, I'm a social media marketing expert for local businesses, right? You're just going to get undercut. However, if you say I focus purely on CrossFit gyms, then some guy from Upwork, right, who just tries to do everything isn't going to be able to steal your clients, right? You're basically going to come along and steal all the CrossFit clients from this guy, right? Because he's got dentist clients, he's got restaurant clients, he's got every single type of client, right? And I mean, I would place bets on in the next 5 years that there's literally not going to be any generalist agencies out there. They're all going to be specialized and very niche down, right? Um, so this is kind of like the whole economics behind the social media marketing industry and market as a whole. So I hope you did find this helpful. I mean, hopefully you take this into account and actually do something about this, because like I'm an economics student. Like I do very much understand this stuff. I'm not just some guy trying to sell you shit, right? Um, so yeah, like hopefully that helps you, and give it a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. See you in the next video, guys.